Hey beauties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As we are coming to the end of August and frankly the end of summer, I am wearing a pullover because it is not necessarily warm today, here in the UK anyway. I've gathered some of my favorite products that I think you guys need to know about from July and August. And I'm going to touch on some of the worst product as well. So I am in my makeup studio. I've turned things around. I don't know if I'm still liking the white background. I feel like it doesn't look as nice as I thought it would. So back onto the shelf behind me. Let me know, guys, what you think. Now, makeup. Where to start? There has been so many nice launches over the summer. Obviously, I don't have all of them, but I do have a lot. So let's just start with foundation. This might surprise you because I'm not necessarily the type of girl who likes skin tint, but this one from Dolce Gabbana, oh my god. It's a Hydra Glow Fresh skin tint. It's not too dewy, but it's very radiant. There's a lot of shades available. It's called the Blueberry Nutri Tint, and it has blueberry extract in it, so it's really, really hydrating for your skin. And once you apply it on your skin, it does give that feel of freshness. I'm not too sure how they're doing it, but if you feel like your skin is a bit dull and tired, go and apply this. Not joking, it's going to wake up your skin. It's going to give you that boost of hydration. I am using shade 12 neutral. It's the perfect shade. It's my color now. It's gorgeous. It's blurring. It's very, very, very lightweight. It's not too dewy against all odds, because usually skin tint are quite dewy and I'm just not a fan of the dewiness. This is absolutely gorgeous and it does last. You don't have to use a crazy amount of setting powder. It's lasting the whole day, so this is super good. My second product in the foundation, this is the newest and latest product from Dior, the Forever collection. It's the Skin Perfect Stick Foundation. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you have oily to combination skin, you're going to love this. If you have a dry skin, you need to hydrate well before. It doesn't peel, but if you have a very dry skin, you just need to hydrate before. I don't want to say it's going to be patchy, because it's not patchy, but it's a dry product, which I'm a big fan. A dry stick foundation, oh my god, it's not like the Fenty Easy Drop Blur that was a bit too greasy and buttery. This is just stunning. It's beautiful on the skin. I've posted a review on YouTube, so this is the link if you want to go and have a look. I do a full review. It's blurring, it's mattifying, it stays the whole day. I don't have to add any powder. It's gorgeous. If I come close here, I'm gonna apply on the back of my so you guys can see. Look at this shade. It's the perfect shade. It's 2.5 neutral. You would think that it gets dewy or anything. No, it's got radiance in it. It's not dewy, it's not greasy, it doesn't move, and it really blurs the skin. If I compare my two hands, this is just gorgeous. And the contour stick from the same collection is equally amazing. So Dior Forever, the latest collection, wow. For the concealer, I have two concealers that I really, really like, depending on what kind of concealer you guys like. The Saie concealer, Saie Beauty, this is the Slip Tint Concealer Corrector. Shade 3. This is a serum-like concealer. So if you like something that is more hydrating, it's serum, so it's very light. It doesn't have full coverage, but it's very light on the skin. You're going to love this. It's perfect when you kind of have that makeup, no makeup look. You can build it, but honestly, as a concealer, it's just what you see is what you get, right? It's got that medium coverage, but it stays a bit dewy-ish because it's a serum formula. It's not going to set entirely. So if you have a very dry skin, this is very, very good. If you have a lot of creasing, maybe not, because it will set into the fine lines. So depending what kind of product you like, but it is a very good concealer. If you like your makeup to be light, not too much, Saie Beauty is amazing. And you can also use the foundation from the same collection. However, if you have a more mature skin, you like to have a little bit more coverage, but you do have fine lines, this is the latest product from Westman Atelier. This is the one I am wearing today. Let me tell you guys, this is honestly my favorite concealer of all time. I used to be obsessed with the Synchro Skin from Shiseido. I think this is even better. It's got skincare into it. It's got a super amazing good coverage. It's creamy. It makes me think of the Vanish from Hourglass, but it's just not as thick as the Hourglass is. This is better because it's got skincare into it. Honestly, if you need just one concealer, that's the one. You could use this all over into your face to do some correcting, to correct some areas, and it's called a Vital Skincare Corrector, and I'm wearing shade Light 2. It's beautiful. It's just gorgeous. It's very light on the skin. It breathes, but it's packed with skincare. You've got a small wand, and they come on the back of mine. It's quite light, but you see the texture and you see how radiant this is. Look at the coverage. This is full coverage. It doesn't crease, it doesn't set in the fine lines. Honestly, if you have a dry skin, if you need full coverage, if you have a more mature skin, that's the best concealer. I'm blown away by this. I've added just a little bit of powder under my eyes, but I love how, so see, there are no fine lines, there's no creasing. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. Now, powders. So let's go with setting powder. This might surprise you, and I think this is a bit of a hot topic of discussion right now, but I am really liking the new powder from Givenchy. I love the new formula. It's very radiant. It says it's mattifying and blurring setting loose powder. I don't think it's mattifying, but it's definitely blurring. That's what I have under my eyes, and I love how it's radiant. It's just, you know, when you have a powder that is too mattifying, it makes your face look completely flat. You need to have that radiance. This is beautiful. However, I would not set my whole face with this powder. I think there's too much radiance. You'd have a patch of glow on your forehead, and that's just not pretty. But if you're looking for something, a powder to set your under eye, this is, honestly, that's amazing. I'm using shade Satin Blanc, and it just brings the right amount of luminosity. If you want a powder to set your makeup on your whole face, you want to blur, but you also want to keep the hydration onto your skin, the All Hours from YSL is the powder to go. It's got a lot of hyaluronic acid into it. I have been using this palette pretty much every day. It's just mattifying, it's blurring, it's not drying, and it doesn't move. It stays there the whole day. And I'm skipping topic here, but the bronzer from the same collection is just equally amazing. These two together will stay on your face the whole day. and it doesn't dry. It just stays on place. Your skin feels hydrated, and it's really, really blurring. And there's no, it's quite a matte powder, which I quite like. It's matte without being too matte and making your face look dull. So these two powders, amazing product. I'm coming back with my Givenchy powder because I have to mention, if you have a more mature skin, this is a very good product for you. If you're super young and you don't have any wrinkles, you don't have any problem, you can go for a very matte powder. No one cares. It's fine. It's going to look gorgeous on you because you don't have any lines. However, you need to have a little bit of radiance. It has to be your skin, but better when you have a skin that is aging a little bit. You have a few lines. This is just gorgeous. This is what you need. Don't go too matte because it's not going to look that great on you. In the bronzer category, this is really hard because there's so many nice bronzers, and I feel like we've gone away from the bronzers that are super orange. I have a few favorites, but at the top of the favorite are the Giorgio Armani. So this powder, and I also have a video, a review on my YouTube channel. You can go and have a look. The powders are just amazing. They are packed with little golden speckle shimmer. It just gives you that radiant skin as if you've been in the sun without being dewy or too sparkly. And this is the darker shade. They are beautiful. It's a very, very big powder, so good value for money. Before they're gone, I would say if you're keen to have something you can use all year round, these are really nice. Otherwise, the Chanel Les Beige, their powder, so the Healthy Glow Sunkissed powder. I've got medium rose gold and the medium coral. I do prefer the rose gold. I think it's just a nicer shade and it goes all year round. You've got highlighter, you've got the bronzer and a blush. You can mix all of them together. You swirl into the palette, or you can just apply them separately. I really, really love them. I also have the coral, the medium coral. It's nice. I love the color, but it's definitely more for summer than winter. Unless you have a very warm skin tone, I prefer the rose gold. In terms of blushes, Dolce Gabbana, they're just amazing. So you can use them as eyeshadow or blushes. The formula is gorgeous. It's really hydrating. It's a lot of infused skincare product into it. They are refillable. However, I have not seen the refill available yet. I'm hoping they'll come. I have been using them a little bit because they're still quite new in my collection. I think they are such a good and versatile product. The payoff of the color is really good. So you don't have to use a lot to have quite a lot of pigment. It lasts really long. It's not drying. It's really good on any skin type because they are packed with skincare. If you have a drier skin, it's going to work. And equally, if you have a more oily skin, you don't have to use too much moisturizer, and this will stay all day, I promise you. I really like this shade. It's called Blissful Mauve. It's a very neutral shade, just nice for everyone. It's a good basic to have in your makeup collection. Liquid blushes, I think if you only need one, there are many ones. They are just beautiful. So these are Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Cheek Tint. I've got 3 shades here. They are gorgeous. They are giving you just that glow from within. Super light on the skin. They do stay on place the whole day. I usually like to layer them a little bit. I quite like to use these two together. If you like that kind of flush cheek look, I'll put them on my hand so you can see. It's an oil to cream formula, but it doesn't feel oily. It's just gorgeous on the skin. It's not drying, but equally, even if you have an oily skin, it will stay in place, but you have to add a little bit of powder if you have an oily skin. And I usually layer these two together because once you mix them, it just gives you the perfect blush. And look how radiant this is. It does set completely, it doesn't stay dewy. It's just the perfect color. It's just the perfect shade. I'm loving them. Super lightweight, it doesn't crease, it stays in place. I usually add a little bit of powder on top of it. And yeah, amazing product. If you're like me, you like highlighter. I love highlighter. I wear highlighter every day. I just think it's a great addition to your makeup. It just gives that little bit of, it adds a little bit of something onto your face. You have to try the palette from Natasha Denona, Golden Highlighter Trio. This is stunning. It's literally the only highlighter you need. Look at these three shades. You've got something that is cool, a warm bronzy one, and a copper one, depending on your skin tone. You can make these three work for you. It doesn't matter what skin color or tone you are, and it works all year around. They are beautiful, and honestly, you can use them as blush, as highlighter, as eyeshadow. You can even mix it with your gloss. This is the best palette you can have, and you use them with either your finger, a brush, or a beauty blender. It's up to you. It just depends on how much you want highlighter. If you use it your finger, it's more precise. If you want to have a more diffuse look, go with a brush. Otherwise, just use your beauty blender. It's just beautiful, and you can use them on your body as well. There's literally no limit to these highlighter. Same collection of Natasha Denona, the Golden Palette eyeshadow. This is stunning. This is just beautiful. If you're a warm tone girl, neutral, even cold, there's a lot of shade that works for cool tone girl. This is gorgeous. I'm loving this palette. The formula is great. The payoff is amazing. They're all creamy without being creamy. That means they just don't dry on your skin. They stay on the whole day. You don't have to use an eyeshadow primer because the formula is just luxe and quality. Made in Italy, that means you do pay a little bit more, but honestly, it's such a good and high quality product. You have some shimmer, some metallic, some matte, some shimmer. I did say shimmer twice, but I love this palette. This is just gorgeous. And you can create so many looks. You can create some very basic look to super high glam sophisticated. And if you do bridal makeup, this is a really great palette to have in your makeup kit. I have a lot of lipsticks. Here I have some there. There's so many nice. I'm wearing today the Fenty Gloss Bomb, and honestly, I was really hesitant because I really like the Dior Lip Addict. I think it's just one of the best. But this gloss bomb from Fenty Beauty, man, it's just, it's really, really good. It's really, so it's a bit thicker on the lip, but it's not as sheer as the Dior Addict. It just depends what you're looking for, but I really, really love them. A really good product. Otherwise, in terms of lipsticks, the new NARS Explicit Lipstick, they are amazing. Hydrating, long-lasting. They're not matte, they are satin finish. They're 28 shades and they are just beautiful. I think this is my favorite shade. This is called Provocateur. I mean, look at this shade. Gorgeous. I have made a review as well if you want to go have a look. But look at how bold this is. None of the colors are sheer. They are all quite opaque. I have this pink. I have something that is a bit more dark for fall. It's a nice berry, but it's kind of a neutral berry. It's not too warm, it's not too cool. And I have an everyday beige that I just wear on repeat with a nice lip liner. These shades are beautiful. They are very close to the latest formula of the Dior Rouge lipstick. A lot of skincare into them, obviously, just like the Dior. The range of shade is different. If you're looking for something a little bit more bold, the Rouge are really nice. NARS has a little bit more audacity with the shades, whereas Dior is a little bit more classic. The NARS collection, the colors, the payoff, the pigment is more present, whereas the Dior is a little bit more sheer. Without being too sheer, you still have a good coverage. It depends again what you're looking for. The product that are honestly in the worst category, sadly, and it really makes me sad. Like, I feel like I've broken up with a few brands. The Charlotte Tilbury latest product, those sticks that are Unreal Skin sheer glow tint, like, honestly, I've tried to make them work and use them under my foundation, and it's called a hydrating foundation stick. It's just so glowy, like, it is impossible to wear. You just look like, I mean, look at how metallic and glowy, dewy. It's like you've applied butter with glitters on your face. If you have an oily skin, forget it. It's going to melt onto your skin. If you have a dry skin, it's going to be patchy and it's not gonna look good. You could get away if you are using it as a highlighter product over your foundation just a little bit, but it has a lot of coverage, so you gotta be careful in where you apply it. And I have picked up two shades. This is the darker one and this is the lighter one, and the lighter you go, the more shine and glow you have. And I just don't know how to make it work. Same with Charlotte Tilbury, her blush, the Island Glow Lip and Cheek. I picked up the shade Sun Blushed. It just melts onto your skin and the shade disappears. So you can wear it as a lipstick. It's quite nice. It's a bit pricey for a lipstick if you ask me. It kind of, you apply it on your cheeks and then the colors, the shade will kind of fade away, and then a few minutes later there's nothing left on your skin. You have to warm it up. Like, it looks really dark, but honestly, once you apply it, you'd smudge it and it's going to disappear. I don't know why, but the payoff is really not good and it just doesn't stay, it moves. And if you were to play with it, like, honestly, it's really not nice. Yeah, save your money. This is really not worth it, especially not if you're going to use it as a lipstick. See, already it's kind of just disappearing into my skin. The minute it dries, the color just disappears. I don't know why. Really not amazing. The other collection is the latest from Chanel, Jardin Imaginaire, and the latest one for fall. I can't even remember the name. It's just those tone of purple, orange, like lime green, purple. I think I've said purple twice. I'm broken hearted. Like, Chanel used to be my top brand for luxury makeup. I don't know what is going on with Chanel, but seriously, they need to up their game, because I really don't get it. Like, purple blushes for fall, if you're not super light skin and cool tone, it's going to look awful on you. If you compare with the Dior collection, the Guerlain, the Prada, like they are all stunning collections. Chanel is just down a slippery slope. So I've not purchased any of the latest collection. I've passed on the 2 collections now. Last product that I think you should be saving your money is the blurring drops from Glow Recipe, but the one with the bronzing into it is just a muddy mess. They're not really actually blurring drops. I've been using it on my face and I can't see any difference. It's not new. This product is not new. The one with the bronzing in it, it is. It's supposed to be a pore refining and blurring. You can use it as a skincare in the morning. It might help, but honestly, just don't waste your money. The one with the bronzing into it, it's just kind of sticky. It doesn't really set nicely on the face. In my opinion, it just makes the pore look even bigger because it's got a bit of a shine to it. Really not worth it. Setting powder that is really not worth the price, the one from Dolce Gabbana. Honestly, I don't even know how to apply it. I've been trying to apply it and I feel like the product is really silky and it's kind of giving that weird reflection. It's very radiant, but way too radiant to be applied all over your face. And it just kind of catches on the foundation. And now it's looking like a really nice mess in the pan. And this is not cheap. It's a shame because the rest of the collection is beautiful, but this is really not worth it. Just don't waste your money on this product. This sums up pretty much the makeup product that I think are really worth you trying them. Not necessarily for you to buy them all. I think, you know, I'm here to tell you what works, what doesn't work, what's really worth spending some money on it. You don't need all of this. You really don't. This is my full-time job. I review makeup, but on a daily basis, there's no way you're gonna wear all of this anyway, unless you just really love makeup and you have the budget, then go for it. There's so many other products that are really good. Dior has come out with the mono eyeshadow, same as Chanel. They are stunning. The collection is beautiful. Huda Beauty has some great product. You know, Armani Saie Beauty has gorgeous liquid blushes. There is a lot out there. I think you need to go and try them. Also, Chantecaille has come out with that leopard collection. In my opinion, it's really not worth for you to spend any money on it. The shades are really basics. It's nothing that you don't have already in your makeup collection. The products are good. It's really high quality, but you know, if you already have a few neutrals, a few browns, beige in your collection, unless you're due to refill, I don't really see the point. It's good looking, but not enough for me to say you should have this. So let me know down below in the comments what you guys think. Have you purchased any of those products? Which one you've skipped? Let me know what are your thoughts. I'm really curious, and let's keep the conversation going. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've learned and this brought you some valuable information. And I will see you next time. Thank you, guys.